Hey guys, Llama Grant here, and I'm back this time with another LEGO custom minifig showcase video, I guess. Um, some of you may know by now, probably, that I get obsessed with things, and when I get obsessed with things, I tend to make LEGO minifigures of them. So I got obsessed again recently. My recent obsession is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I've been watching the crap out of that. I only started it a couple weeks ago, and I'm almost to the newest season that's come out. So that's pretty cool. I've been watching it all the time, and I love it. So I decided to make a bunch of figures from it. So yeah. So let's just get started with the figures. First up is, oh yeah, by the way, spoilers. If you haven't watched any of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and don't want to be spoiled, you probably don't want to watch this video because this has characters from almost every season. So if you don't want to know about that yet, then stop now. Watch as much JoJo as you can, or just try to learn about it, and then come back when you're ready. But anyway, now that that is out of the way, we could start talking about the figures. This first one is the very first JoJo that we get to meet, which is Jonathan Joestar. This is his blue outfit, as you could see. Pretty simple. He's got black spiky hair. He's got this tan backpack on. There's not really much to say about him. He's pretty simple design. Didn't really have to do much to get him to look like he was supposed to. But yeah, there's Jonathan Joestar, the first JoJo. Now we can get to my second favorite JoJo in the entire series, which is Joseph Joestar. He is the grandson. Wait, I think he's just his son. I can't remember, but he's related to Jonathan Joestar. Yeah, he's his son. Anyway, Joseph Joestar. He's my second favorite JoJo in the entire franchise. Just because I love his attitude and everything. He was pretty simple to do too. His scarf took a little bit of thinking of how to get that to work properly, but eventually I came up with just doing this, and it works alright. So he's got the same hairpiece as Joseph Joestar, except Joseph's is not cut down. Jonathan's is cut down because they do have different hairstyles. So they're only a little bit different, but they're still different. If you wanted it to be more accurate and you had the piece, I don't, then you could use the new Lego Ninjago Kai hairpiece. I don't own that hairpiece, but that would look a lot more accurate for Joseph Joestar. And while we're at it, we can look at another Joseph Joestar. Here is Old Man Joseph Joestar. This is him as he's aged. He's an old guy now. It's him from Stardust Crusaders, which is right now my favorite out of all the shows in the series. But there he is. He was also extremely simple. I didn't even really have to search for color matches for the parts because I pretty much just had them on hand. Yeah, he was just super simple. There they are together. But he's probably the most simple. Well, one of the most simple out of all of the figures here today. Next figure is my favorite JoJo. Joseph with my second favorite. This is my first favorite. This is Jotaro Kujo from Stardust Crusaders. He's my favorite JoJo. If you know who Jotaro Kujo is, then you know he's a pretty cool guy. And he should have a chain coming out here. And I tried my hardest to figure out a way to actually get that to work, but I just couldn't do it. I had one way that almost worked, but it just didn't look right, so I decided to just not use it. His face is pretty simple. His hat, just put that on there. You see he's got his belt, or belts rather, that's why there's two colors. There's not really much going on with him either. Most of these figures are pretty simple, but Jotaro is definitely my favorite JoJo. Next is the main antagonist of the first part and the third part, I believe. The third part of Stardust Crusaders is Dio, Mr. Vampire Man himself. He was also extremely simple. I didn't really have to do much at all for him. So there he is. Can't really see it that well, but he does have his little crown thing that he wears in Stardust Crusaders there. Yep, really simple. Really not a lot at all going on here. But yeah, there's Dio. I could stop time. Zawarudo. And last but not least, for this video, we have the JoJo that I've been watching recently, which is Josuke. His hair is sort of in the light of his face, so let me get this light under here so you can see his face a little bit better. There we go. His hair was a real challenge to try to figure out how to actually portray that in Lego, because it's not really a hairpiece that matches at all to what his hair actually looks like. So I managed to just come up with the super simple idea of just sculpting onto a pre-existing Lego hairpiece, and I think it works pretty well. Here's camera. Here's Josuke. Very, very simple. Really not a lot of work at all. This is actually the latest figure that I've made. We take the hairpiece off. You can see his expression there. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I know these colors don't really match too well, and it looks a little weird, but I didn't have the exact color that Lego uses, so I tried my darndest to get them to match up, and I think it looks okay, at least. Looks passable, in my opinion, but I don't know. So yeah, there's Josuke. He's probably my third favorite JoJo. There's a bunch of other characters that I haven't made. Like, I haven't made the background characters from JoJo. Like, I haven't made Speedwagon, and I haven't made Kakuin, Polnareff, Avdol, Iggy. I haven't made any of them, but I might sometime in the future, but as for now, I think I was thinking that I should probably just focus on the JoJos and Dio. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to hit that like button down below to show me that you did. As always, if you haven't already, make sure to also hit that notification bell. Make sure you don't miss out on any new content from the channel. And I'll see you guys later. Bye! Zawaruto, stop timing!